Hello friends, in this video I will show you how to create a website like which I showed in my previous video. For creating a website you need two things. First is domain name and second one is web hosting. Since friends I am not advertising any domain name company or web hosting company, it is completely your wish which domain name and web hosting company do you want to choose. Domain name is the name which shows the address of your website, like the address of my website, which is makefriends.website. And web hosting is a host which completely hosts your website 24 hours on the internet. There are many web hosting companies like GoDaddy, Big Rock, and so on. It is completely your wish which web hosting company do you want to choose and from where you want to buy the domain name. In this tutorial I will show how you can buy domain name and how you can buy web hosting. Friends, there are some requirements for creating a website like which I showed in my previous video. You need to buy web hosting of that company which has at least PHP version 5.2 or more, because the software which we are going to download in our next step will only work in the PHP version 5.2 or higher. So friends, you can contact your web hosting company for knowing the PHP version they are using. In this tutorial I am going to use GoDaddy. Okay friends, now I will write by GoDaddy domain name, and it will show me a result. My connection is still very slow, and now it is showing me by domain name at ₹69. I will enter any domain name which I want to purchase. I have already purchased makefriends.website. Similarly, you can buy web hosting from GoDaddy website that is hosting Linux. I will recommend you to buy Linux hosting because for starters it is good to go with Linux web hosting. Now friends, after when you will buy the domain name and web hosting, you then sign in into your account, or you will have already been signed in. That will show you will need to enter your username, or that is which you will create when you will buy your domain name and web hosting, and your password. And then you will, when you will sign in, it will show you the same page. You need to enter here and go to my products. And now you will see the domains which you have owned if you will create and manage. I have having two domain names. And this is my web hosting package which I have purchased from GoDaddy. Now I will click on manage, and it will show that my website is running with no issue. I will click on manage. Sorry friends, my connection is slow, but I will teach you step by step. Now this is your control panel. By default, you do not need to modify your PHP version. It will it will it is good which version the GoDaddy has given to you. Okay friends, for creating a website which I showed in last video, you need to create a FTP account. There are no FTP connections for your account. It was showing the current connections and it is FTP accounts. It will allow me to create my FTP accounts. I have created my account as login name Shashank Saini1, whose path is home Shashank Saini1, usage is 0 or infinity. I can upload any quota, any usage I can use. Or it is showing me configure FTP client. This is my FTP username, this is my FTP server name, this is my default port at which I need to use for uploading the content to my website. Okay friends, you can add a user, FTP user, like which I am going to add Shashank password. I will choose a password for this account. I will re-enter the password, whose path should be public HTML / Shashank. Quota, if you want to set any quota, you will click on it. If you don't want, click on unlimited. Create, but I want to upload to public I want to get access to public HTML, so I will remove it. Public HTML is the folder where you create the main files for your website. These files will be accessible to the users of your website who will enter the domain name of your website, and I will create FTP account. And now my FTP account has been created. Difference between this path which you will create first time when you will enter, which you will create the first time, and is this path which I have just created now, is that I can access to just public HTML. That means I can upload the content to my website in only public HTML folder, and here I can upload the content to any folder of my website, whether it is public HTML or any other folder. As I already told, public HTML is the main folder for your website, where you upload the main contents of your website, which will be accessible to public. Now friends, I have created my FTP username, I have created my FTP account. Now I will teach you how to create a website, like which I showed in my previous video. Now friends, I am going to add a subdomain to my existing domain where I will create a new website from scratch, that is Facebook @makefriend.website, and I will create it. And it is creating my subdomain, and it is showing successfully facebook.makefriend.website has been created. And now friends, I will you need to enter the FileZilla for uploading. Sorry friend there for this little disturbance. Now friends, you will go to the you need to download the free software for uploading the content to your website, which you should download FileZilla. I personally use FileZilla and I will recommend you to you because it is free and worth to install. You will get many benefits. Click all download links or Windows only. You should download the FileZilla client for all platforms. When you click, your download will start and it will show you step-by-step instructions. Now friends, when you will download the FileZilla, it will ask you to create a icon for your main window, and you should click it on yes. And when you download FileZilla, double click it and enter. It showed me the whether I want to update the FileZilla or not. I just clicked on no. You may update it or you may not update it, it is your wish. I will enter the host of my domain name which GoDaddy gave to me, which is here. Just click on it. Just click on any of your subdomain which I created now. That is facebook.makefriend.website public html/facebook. It is showing me create subdomain option, but I am looking for another option. I will go to I need to find my host name which FileZilla is asking for me, and username and password, and I will click connect it. Oh sorry friends, I need to access the same page. Just click on configure FTP client and it will show you the FTP username, FTP server name. FTP server name means the host name, and it will show the port at which you need to access the FileZilla for uploading the files. Now friends, FTP, you know your FTP username and you know your FTP host name, and you even know the port, and the password is the password which you have created while adding a FTP account. Just copy it, FTP username and FTP server name, which is makefriends.website, and go to click on the FileZilla. Username FTP username. Yes, I entered it correctly, and my FTP hostname is make friend road website. Some hosting companies give the host name which starts from ftp dot. So you, in that case, you will need to enter ftp dot, the host name whichever you will get from your hosting provider, and password. I'm entering password which I created while creating my account. By default, FileZilla use port 21, and I will enter on quick connect. Friends, my connection is stuck at this point. If this problem occurs with you, just click on file and copy current connection to site manager, and choose only use plain FTP insecure, and click on connect. And it will ask for whether you want to connect a new tab or about the previous connection, and connect in current tab, then click on it. And now this is your files which are present in your computer this side, and this is the files which are present in your computer, and this is the files which I have hosted with GoDaddy. Friends, I created a subdomain facebook at the rate make friend road website. Now here I will create a website from here I will create a website from sketch which I showed you in my previous tutorial.